Chris Richardson. I'm a longtime member of Skyline Church.
And I'm Delisa Richardson, also a longtime member of Skyline.
I'm Brandy Johnson, and I'm a member at Skyline Church.
I think we first found our way to Skyline, it had to be around 2005 or so, 4 or 5, and we loved it then. You know, it was a little interesting, you know, coming to the school because we had never really attended church in the school environment, and then we left for a few years, but always kind of kept track of what was going on Skyline, always through the mailings and through friends that we still had here, and we just decided to make our way back through one of our youngest son Devin's friends who said, hey, you know, I've got this really cool new church, you gotta come to it. And Devin's like, what is it? And he's like, it's Skyline. And we're like, really? We know that place. So we decided to come back home, as they say, I guess.
I first came to Skyline before their official launch in, I believe it's 2004, and was coming on and off again with my family at the time, getting ready for the big launch. And then they had the big launch, was coming again pretty regular, but I had a different home church. Then hadn't been here too often. I've been here throughout the different pastors that we've had, and also the season where we didn't even have a pastor. I've had personal life change. I encountered a divorce, but I actually was full-time attending Skyline at the very end of that when that happened. I come here with my son, who is turning 7.
You know, we did that period where we left and came back. I think since we've been back probably the last 2 or 3 years, I think we've both been a little bit more involved in, you know, the ministry and worship, things like that.
I think that for us, we've just become acclimated to Skyline being Skyline, so we don't even see it as we walk into the doors of walking into a school. To us, we're walking into our church, you know, our sanctuary. I think that where it comes into play is when you invite a guest or you tell someone on the outside, you know, I attend Skyline, and the first thing that they might say is, oh, you are the guys at OTHS, I see your signs, you guys meet in a school.
I keep dreaming about the day of walking into our home church, our building, our Mission Central. I'm going to feel pride as being a participant of the Mission Central project. Feel excitement, feel accomplishment, and just also feel wonder of knowing, okay, now we have a building. What more can Skyline do? Now that we have a place that people can contact us and come, you know, from the street and everything, how many more outreaches are we going to be able to do with having our own building and not relying on other things? I'm amazed and excited, and I get a little antsy knowing it's really coming now.
But the first thing I think about is I won't have to set up lights every week.
Everything has a time, and I think as the elders and the leadership have prayed, you could really see that God has his hand on this church, and there's so many things that we can do that can't be really done where we are right now. We're the Richardsons, and we're excited about the future of Skyline Church.
My name is Brandy Johnson, and I am fired up about the future of Skyline Church.